Mia Thermopolis is a 15-year-old introvert girl. She lives in a restored San Francisco firehouse with her painter mother. Because of her quiet nature, she isn't very popular at school, and is frequently bullied by Lana Thomas, a cheerleader. Mia has one great friend named Lily Moskowitz. She has almost the same personality as her. One of the popular guys named Josh Bryant is Mia's crush. But he is Lana's boyfriend. When she sees them kissing, she thinks of herself in Lana's shoes. Once Mia plays a debating battle against Josh. He makes bold points and everyone cheers for him, but when it's her turn, she stutters. The whole class laughs at her, making her embarrassed. Her mother informs her after school that her grandmother has arrived in San Francisco from Genovia and desires to meet her. Mia is surprised as to why she suddenly wants to meet, since she has never cared to contact them before. She travels to the address the next day after school, and finds herself in front of a magnificent mansion. A butler greets her, and takes her to her grandma, Clarice Rinaldi. Mia's grandmother is disclosed to be the Queen of Genovia, a small European kingdom. She wanted to see Mia, because she wanted to tell her that her father was the Crown Prince of Genovia. However, because of his recent death, she is now the next ruler of Genovia. Mia first doubts the elderly lady is joking. But when she realizes that she is genuine, she is totally stunned. She learns that she is a princess in charge of an entire country, and she'll have to shift to Genovia. She also needs to change into a completely different person than she is currently. Before we continue the movie, welcome back to Mini Movies. This is a movie called Princess Diaries, released in 2001. Let's continue. Mia, overwhelmed by the amount of information, refuses to be a princess and leaves. When she comes home, she is furious with her mother for hiding their royal status. Turns out, after Mia's parents' divorce, they agreed to let her live with her mother. In order for her to have a normal childhood, they had decided to tell her when she was 18, but now that her father is gone, she must carry the responsibility. The very next day, she, her mother, and the queen discuss the situation. The queen wants to present her to the world as a princess, but first she wants to teach her how to act like one. Mia is strongly opposed to the idea, but her mother convinces her to attend the princess classes. She tells her to decide afterwards whether or not she wants to be a royal. Also, Mia will have to keep this a secret until the ball. The queen then sends her out with a head of security, Joe, who has been ordered to look after her. He has to assure her protection until she is officially recognized as a princess by the rest of the world. Mia is given a limo for traveling to school daily. On the way, she picks up her friend Lily, who is amazed by the car. Mia goes to a car service shop after school and learns that her old car would cost her $400 to repair. Michael, Lily's brother, who works in the store, has had a hard crush on Mia, but she rarely notices him. Following that, Mia starts attending her princess lessons at the mansion. The queen examines her appearance and instructs her assistant on what needs to be fixed. She teaches Mia about all the main things necessary for a princess. For example, proper posture, hygiene, etc. Mia learns everything of the royal etiquettes after that day, from dancing to dining to personal presentation. She travels to the mansion for lessons every day after school. As a result, her schedule got busy, so she and Lily didn't get to spend much time together. So Lily is left alone as Mia is her only companion. Will their bond get weak? Please subscribe to help them as well as to stay together. One day, the queen invites an Italian stylist named Paolo to give Mia a makeover. Though his attitude says otherwise, he praises Mia on her natural elegance. Paolo and his staff clip her eyebrows, straighten her hair, and provide her facials and manicures to improve her appearance. He also removes her glasses and advises to wear contact lenses. Mia appears to be an entirely different person in the final look, making the queen impressed. But she orders Paolo and his staff to keep the transition a secret. Are they trustworthy enough? Mia and Joe go to pick up Lily for school the next day. Michael is fascinated by her beauty when he sees her new look, while Lily isn't very happy about it. She believes her buddy is becoming one of the school's bad girls. She forces Mia to wear an ugly hat to cover her new hair. They also have a huge fight, because she believes Mia is going to dump her anytime soon. Mia can't stand her friend's coldness anymore and tells her the truth. Lily is shocked, but she decides to keep it a secret after Mia explains that it is for her own safety. Later in the class, Lana taunts Mia into taking off her hat. But as she did, everyone was caught off guard by her gorgeous hair. The next day, Michael invited Mia to a music convention, where he would be performing. He is really enthusiastic about music and hopes that she will be present to see him perform. Mia agrees to come, but she's hesitant. When she arrives at school, she is surrounded by reporters. They keep on questioning her about her status as a princess. Mia is in danger now that the secret has been revealed. She thinks Lily informed everyone about it, but Lily denies it. Who do you think leaked it? The queen comes to the school to handle the uncontrollable situation. Turns out it was Paolo, the stylist, behind all this. He informed the media about Mia. In order to gain popularity, the queen hosts a royal dinner party the following evening. She introduces Mia to a lot of high royals from throughout the world. The dinner is going smoothly without a problem, until Mia sets a guest's sleeve on fire. She dips his arm into an ice bucket, resulting in the waiters getting slipped. They fall to the ground, spilling the fruits on the visitors. At the awful feast, the queen sits with her head in her hands, while the guests laugh it off. Someone's in trouble. The queen isn't upset at Mia in the next training session, unlike Mia's expectations. Instead, she cancels all of her appointments to spend the day with her granddaughter. They go to the arcade as a group and have a great time. The queen plays all of Mia's favorite games, visits a photo booth with her, and tries her favorite corn dogs. Mia drives on the way back home, but the car's brakes fail. As they attempt to climb a hill, she collides with one of San Francisco's classic cable cars, which is packed with people. Mia is about to be arrested by the cops, but the queen persuades them to let them go by her excellent public speaking skills. He even orders a police car to drive the royals home at the end of the scene. Mia admires her grandmother's abilities, and even refers to her as the best queen. The next day at school, she is crowded by children who want her autograph. She was used to going unnoticed and invisible, but suddenly, she is the center of attention at school. Even Lana tries to be her friend to a reporter, in order to gain reputation. Josh, her longtime crush, asks her out to a beach party on Saturday, to which she agreed happily. But then, she expresses regret to Michael, that she can't come at the convention. He is clearly upset that she has chosen Josh, above him. Mia's mother points out, that Josh didn't like her, until he realized she was a princess, but she ignores her. The beach party went well in the starting, until the media arrived, looking for the princess. Mia and Josh hide in a shelter, and he tries to kiss her. But she didn't give in, sensing something is just not right. When they come out, Josh kisses her forcibly in front of the media. He wanted to give the press something to talk about. Now, Lana and her friends played the part in fooling Mia. They trick her into changing her clothes under a tent, and invite the media. They took pictures of her, dressed just in a towel, which is enough for making up good news. Mia, feeling embarrassed, cries in her mother's arms after returning home. The next morning, the unfavorable images, along with ridiculous headlines, cover the media. The news irritates the queen, and Mia apologizes for her actions. She also says that she is incapable of being the princess. Even so, the queen invites her to the ball. She tells her that she is welcome to bring any companions she likes, except for Josh. After Mia leaves the room, Joe says that Mia is still a teenager and her grandchild before she becomes a princess. The two agree that Mia is ready to take on the role of throne of their country, based on how she handled criticism and responded appropriately. Mia apologizes to Lily for not being herself the past few days. She regrets missing a talk show to which she had been invited. They make up and plan to attend the ball together. Later in gym class, Josh makes fun of Mia, and she strikes him with a baseball. She also defeats him in a baseball game to teach him a lesson. Michael arrives at her house in the evening to deliver her car from the service, and Mia apologizes to him. She was sorry for not attending his concert, and requested him to be her ball date. Michael was still hurt, and denied her offer. He jokes that Josh might look better in a tuxedo. At school, Mia and her nerdy friend are having lunch together, when Lana and her friends make fun of them. Mia is fed up with the bullies now, and takes action. She spills ice cream all over Lana's dress, shaming her in front of everyone. Later that day, the queen apologizes for being harsh with her. She invites her to give a speech to the guests at the ball to resign her title. She also gives Mia a diary that her father had prepared for her 16th birthday. Mia chooses to escape to Colorado when she leaves the mansion. She was fearful of disappointing the queen and the guests at the ball with her speech. She has chosen to take the easy way out because the responsibility is too much for her. Will she give up? Please like and subscribe to find out. After packing her things, she decides to read the letters from her father. He explains the role of courage for a royal in the letter. He also says that he loves both her mother and her a lot. His father's thoughts change Mia's mind, and she finally decides to attend the ball. She drives in the pouring rain, and unfortunately, her car breaks down. She was alone, because she had informed everyone she would attend the event personally. On the other side, Michael gets a pizza with the word, "sorry," scribbled on it. He realizes that Mia is making efforts for him, so he chooses to attend the ball. Back there, just when Mia is about to give up, Joe arrives in the limo. At the ball, when the queen sees no sign of Mia, she starts her speech. But soon in the middle of the speech, Mia is standing at the door. She was soaked from head to toe, and ready to speak. As a result, the queen exits the stage, to make way for her. Mia stutters at first as usual, but then, she recalls her father's words. With confidence and courage, she then delivers a moving statement to the audience. She introduces herself as Princess of Genovia, and gets crowned in the end. The audience applauds for her. Then she gets dressed in a gorgeous gown, and dances with Michael. After the dance, they excuse themselves, and make their way to the garden. Michael finally confesses his feelings to her, and the two kiss. Later, Mia shifts to Genovia, to officially begin her responsibilities as a royal, with her mother. Michael and Lily are coming for summer break. The huge palace of the royals of Genovia is presented towards the end of the film. When a 6-year-old boy loses his family in an attack by Germans, he is rescued by the Russian army, and the 6-year-old boy becomes soldier. Wow, it's real story. Click on the video appearing on screen to watch this video as well. Thank you for watching.